The member from Elgin, Middlesex, London.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Health and Long-Term Care. Speaker, every week we're hearing about the crisis in health care, the rationing of our system that leaves many without health care services. Now we're hearing that people will die due to the government's mismanagement of the health care system. Allo stem cell transplant is the only treatment for patients with acute leukemia, MDS, or other life-threatening diseases. The Princess Margaret Hospital is rejecting new patients requiring stem cell transplants because they've run out of money. The option now given to patients is to seek treatment in the United States. Ontarians expect our healthcare system to be better than that. Speaker, will the minister ensure that emergency funding is available so that Ontarians can receive life-saving treatment they require in Ontario?
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate the question. Mr. Speaker, our government has increased funding for stem cell transplants in this province by over 600% in the last 4 years. And we've done this to meet increasing demands, and I know the member opposite knows this as well, that, and this is a good thing, recent advances, technological advances, pharmaceutical advances in care have actually made stem cell transplant, particularly the allogenic type, which is a transplant from a different donor into the individual, has made it a safer and a more effective option for more patients than ever before. And so we're seeing the result of that technological advance in the increased opportunity for Ontarians to benefit from that procedure. So the increase in eligible patients, it is true and accurate that the wait times for stem cell transplant have grown in this province, and that's why our government is working to make sure that we meet that growing demand.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Minister, you're not meeting the growing demand, and in fact, I find it insulting to the people of Ontario that the Ministry of Health has money to run radio ads promoting how great they are and not enough money for people with needing cancer treatment. Mr. Speaker, back to the minister. How many funding emergencies must Ontarians face before this government acts? Lack of funding for life-saving treatment is unacceptable. For a treatment where time is of the essence, current patients at Princess Margaret must wait on average 200 days, which increases the chance of treatment failure. For new patients needing treatment, there is no viable option for transplants in the province. They must travel to another country. Wow. Speaker, we have seen the rationing of care for mental health and dementia patients, the rationing of care through postponement and complete cancellation of knee and hip surgeries across the province. But to ration life-saving treatment, has the government's mismanagement of health care reached a new low? Speaker, will the minister stop the rationing and act now to ensure life-saving stem transplant is acceptable?
Thank you. Minister of Health.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's somewhat hypocritical because that
The minister will withdraw.
I withdraw. Well, it's somewhat surprising then, Mr. Speaker, that the member opposite would take this particular approach. In fact, the entire opposition that voted against our budget that actually allocated nearly $30 million, new dollars, Mr. Speaker, for stem cell transplants in this province. And that money is flowing, and we're aware of the operational concerns. There are 6 hospitals across this province that will benefit from that increased funding, Mr. Speaker, but we're also aware that we need to deal with these wait times immediately, and that's why Cancer Care Ontario is working with the patients in the hospitals currently on the wait list to ensure that that out-of-country option is available for them if they choose it, but it's that $30 million investment that they voted against that will really make the difference, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.